Oh, good day, all. This is Dr. So here of Token Trading Research. Welcome to another day in crypto trading. Now, before we start, there are a couple of things we just have to look at. We can't avoid the news these days. This is why your trade never pans out. Okay? It just don't work out the way you plan. So you end up in a losing trade. It's always fear of uncertainty and doubt. There's a lot of faults out there. So if you look at the news today, let's just have a look at what we have on the screen. So we have two crypto platforms hot withdrawal in that is an old news. Let's see up to crypto can run but it can hide. Let's see what this is all about. Okay, this is the current one. SEC lawsuit sees Binance US Wobble trading platform delist crypto. This just create a lot of funds. Bitcoin below US $25,000 $25,000 US dollars. Okay. Now, when you have a scenario like this, you just need to change your trading structure or tactics. There's quite a lot of uncertainty. Okay, it's always uncertainty. Just look at the whole year, the whole of last year. Now let's proceed to chart and we begin to look at how do you trade in time of uncertainty. So you probably look at discount. Okay? So you look at buying at a discount. That is just the only way. You need the patience. Just the patience of an horse or bull to wait it out and buy on a discount. So if we look at the chart, let's proceed to look at monthly time frame. So if you look at the monthly time frame, you will observe that at all-time high, which was around 69,000 depending on the exchange, then early last year we did have actually a down on. We have a downtrend. We have even in October we had lows around in November, even up to 14,000, down to 14,780 or 15,000 depending on the exchange. Then there was a bit of rally that took us down to 31,000. Right, if you were buying hold, you probably would have be waiting for Bitcoin. Everyone hope that it's going to a million, as always happen when there is a rally. Everyone is just projecting a million, and this is how people hold it out. Then they end up not taking profit. So I think a lot of people have learned the hard way. I too have. So if you make a gain, please take the money out of the table and wait it out until it drops again, because there's a lot of fraud in the cryptocurrency trading. Now, if you are using leverages, it really doesn't work out. I think a lot of people will be telling you, draw a trend line, it is going to turn back. But in the past few days, you would have observed that all those trend line really becomes useless, because when there is a news in the market, your TA basically becomes useless. So in a market like this, where there's FOD, high level of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and the sentiment is negative, leverage really doesn't work. You'll be stopped out many times, you lose your account. No matter how much money or how careful you are with what you put in. The only way to go will probably be on sports. So if you have a bit of cash to actually buy sizable spots that will give you a gain. What draws people to leverage is the cash to start. But if you look at the trade-off, you have to be using leverage and you end up losing your account, and as time passes by, your losses becomes quite high. Then you need to think twice which way you want to go. Slow and steady wins the race. Go on sports and sell when there's a profit, or take the risk with FOMO and YOLO, or you only live once, then and lose the money. I think a lot of people kind of have the wrong role models. Most of these successful influencers who shows you how much they make, these are people who have made money by luring you to the coins and pull rocks on their followers, and they've got the money, and you hope to be like that. Good luck. You probably end up being dead. Okay, so let's look at lower time frame with BTC, for example. So I was looking at the monthly time frame. So if you buy even at this spot and you have faith that BTC is definitely going to go up, you have to wait it out. So it's not going to happen overnight. Most people think that the market, you're going to make your money overnight. Crypto used to have that wide volatile movement of even 10K in a short time, but now it doesn't happen frequently. Last year, 2 years back, that used to happen. So people were making a lot of money, but these days you need to wait it out. So if we look at weekly time frame, for example, we observe that it's actually on upward trend at the moment. So if I take a trend line, for example, and take it, so we could observe that it's actually testing that trend line. So if it drops, that means this candle will be recovered full. So that takes you down to around 22,000. And this is another mistake a lot of people make. So there are a lot of people waiting at those candles. So what often happens is either there's a lot of market activities or a lot of price action at that particular point, it weak down, or there's a lot of buying activities that it never gets there. So probably just walk around those values. Sometimes you see some people draw a box, especially when you use a lower time frame. You begin to see the activities on those spots. Okay, for example, so you probably see some people will draw a box. They will include the week. So it's just basically giving you the range. Okay, right? If that was to drop to 20K. So this is a range which actually starts from 19,300 or so down to 20. Okay. One thing you should have in mind is it is quite a volatile market. Okay? And if anyone tells you he or she knows where the market is going to go, it's just luring you to lose your money. But what people can project though is the market may decide to recover these candles down, so it probably move down depending on where the market maker thinks there are a lot of stop loss. That also determines, again, there's no further Christmas. They all want to make money, so by so doing they will move markets against your orders. Remember, the exchanges owes your orders and the market maker sees your orders and they put money in there to make profit. So on that note, they will look for those top loss, they will hunt for it. Okay? Again, an easy way to trade in a volatile market is if there's a lot of price action, there's a lot of volatility, you enter and quickly go out to take as much as you can get before it goes against you. Otherwise, use spots. Don't lose your capital. With leverages, yes, there's high risk of losing your account. Now, if I further go down to 1 hour, for example, right? So you could observe that this was the drop we had yesterday. So if there was going to be an upward movement, it is going to look for the 50 exponential moving average. That would be around 25,550 or so. As I said, it might not get there before meditation. May decide to just blow past that and go up, or may decide to come down. Now let's quickly look at FIB. If I take FIB retracement on 1 hour to where it all started to drop, and okay, so that's where it all started to drop there, and the 618 is just around 25,000. 323. So and the 0.5 is around the exponential moving average there. Okay, so this is something you should bear in mind, so that when you're in a trade, by the time it's getting here, it's either you get out or see what the market wants to do. Now, if this is your first time there, considering pressing the notification button so that when I'm online, you can always see me. Or if you like what you have heard so far, please do subscribe and like the video to have more traction, so that I can do more of these or produce more of these videos, or run a lot of these live sessions. Thanks for coming. Please always remember, trading is risky. Always do your own research. That is a cliche, but there is a reason for it. A lot of people dabble into trading, hoping to be one of their favorite influencers, or have those Lamborghinis and a lot of wealth. It never go that way. There is a lot going on behind the scene. Either some of them are crooks, or some of them have bought the coin when it was very cheap, or they were manufactured by the exchanges, who of course want to get your money, because the more you see them, the more you want to be like them, and they have a lot of retail traders. So that is what happens. Okay, and on that note, catch you in the next video.